And welcome to part 4 of my Williams F1 2020 Road to Glory. It's part 4 today for the Monaco Grand Prix. If you did miss the last episode, it was the Spanish Grand Prix. We've finally got a finish on the board after 3 really difficult episodes. But it's time though for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll see what happens here. We have got some upgrades coming through there. We get some front aero. That's lovely. We get a durability, quality control spec there. And we get some chassis upgrades in. That is perfect there. We are getting closer, I feel, to Honda. Not to Honda, to AlphaTauri there. We are getting closer. We're going to put in, though, an engine upgrade. I think it will be our next upgrade ahead of the Monaco Grand Prix. But, yeah. A good race last time out. We had a fairly decent finish in the end. 18th. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but we didn't finish last. So, yeah, It's, um... It's going to be interesting, though, to see what will happen from here on out. But, guys, the Monaco Grand Prix, it's an interesting one. It usually is an interesting one. Um, I feel a lot more confident for this session. I do feel a lot more confident. Monaco's a track that I usually feel like I have some good pace on. So, yeah, hopefully this Williams car will be a little bit more competitive around Monaco. I mean, it's just such a short track. I don't see us losing too much time here. We're going to get some good resource points from practice, which hopefully then we can use to put that engine upgrade on. Here we go then, 1,400 points. Let's see, can we put this engine upgrade on? Finally, yes we can. And that will be here for hopefully for the Austrian Grand Prix in a few races' time. So that is going to help us out big time there. But as you can see, look, it's nothing compared to the mountain we have to overclimb to be close to the AlphaTauri cars here. It's time for qualifying around Monaco though, and I've just realised I have to make a quick setup. Because I'm playing on the base version of the game and I don't have the latest update, I don't have any of my setups available. So I've got to make a setup for Monaco. So we're going to do that super quickly here. If you want to know my setup, I'll run really basic setups. So max wings at Monaco, 50% and 50% throttle transmission. I leave all that standard. And then I set all my suspension to be fully like soft suspension, and I set my ride height to minimum. My brakes, I run 100% pressure, and then I run 50 brake bias, so it's fully towards the rear. And then I just set my tyre pressure to max to just keep life in the tyres, I guess. For qualifying, it's probably not the best setup, so we're gonna do. I know that's wrong spelling. We're gonna do Monaco race. And then we're just going to change the tyre pressures to do Monaco qualifying. Yeah, if you run lower tyre pressures, it'll give you more grip. If you run higher tyre pressures in the race, it'll be a lot better. Your tyres will just last a bit longer. So we're going to do Monco, as I spell it. And then we'll do, oh, I keep deleting the thing, wrong button. Monaco qualifying, that's the one. There we go, guys. So I'm going to meet on this lap. We're going to actually try and lock in and see if we can get a decent result. And I'll come back to you guys when we're done. Monaco Grand Prix, let's go. And then we get our lap invalidated for track limits. So we're going to retire from Monaco qualifying then. Oh, we're on board with Valtteri Bottas now, so I take it he's got pole position. Wow. Track limits then.
With qualifying
So,
finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Bottas,
that's going to be us
Vettel
dead
and
last,
Lewis
and
Hamilton.
that's going to be
Goodbye for now then,
George
but
Russell,
we're really just getting
6
started.
tenths off the
Make
pace.
sure to
So, yeah. This looks like it's going to be another appalling Grand Prix.
Not a great day out there today.
Oh,
Let's talk
God
about what
almighty.
happened. Are you hoping to have your Not an ideal qualifying session for you. What's your plan? Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
We are about to lose so much acclaim. Oh, my word. Why did I think I could take that much curb? You usually can. You usually can take so much curb through there, but, well, obviously I took a bit too much there. For some reason, I'm not sure if you're noticing that, the suit textures are glitching out when we're on these main menus. But yeah. This is going to be an interesting race, I feel. Yeah, who am I kidding? We don't stand a chance. We literally do not stand a chance. I said hopefully by the end of this year I was aiming for points. Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Yes, this is the positivity we need from our engineer. Come on. Let's make up some places during the race. Let's actually try and make up some places here. Well, I'm gonna obviously try and make up some places during the race here. But, the car felt alright. I know we weren't really on the pace too much, but yeah, again, I don't think we're going to be for a long time.
Okay, here we go.
The car felt reasonably good though around this track. I'm going to actually put a lot more fuel in. I'm going to put an extra lap and a half in. We're going to load up the Monaco race setup here, yeah, but we're going to go from soft to mediums then in this Grand Prix. And we're going to see what we can do then around Monaco here. We are dead last on the grid. When the 5 red lights go out, we'll be racing. And we are racing here. 0 hold on the lights. We are away here. What is my battery doing? My battery just keeps switching itself off here. Going in the first corner, I was too busy playing around with my battery. I always move straight to that. You know, I've seen that George Russell here, but we're going to get an excellent run on the exit of the first corner there to overtake George Russell here in the Williams car. So yeah, look, I mean, the car feels really decent around this track, to be fair. I'm just going to try and make up places where I can here. I'm talking of making up places here. Can we get one done there? What is my front wheel doing there? My front wheel was fully locked. Yeah, well, I mean, this corner is interesting to say the least here. But yeah, on the softs then, we're already up 2 places around the Principality. Can we try and get them? Who's this? Antonio Giovinazzi in front of us in the Red White Alfa Romeo car. Lovely little car that is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful machine. Can we try and get Antonio Giovinazzi though? I think the answer to that is not right now. But yeah, you know. Alright start then, up a couple of places. We're just going to try and see if we can push from here, but we almost drop it over the curbs. Oh my word, and then we get hit from Lance Stroll in the rear there, wow. What on earth has just happened there then? I hit a curb, and my car felt like it was going to take flight, and then we got hit from Lance Stroll. Interesting stuff there, but George Russell's off the place on Lance Stroll now. Hey, Apex GP tactics, if you've watched the F1 movie, you'll know what I'm talking about there. As we actually rubbed the wall a little bit there with our rear wheel. So look, you can see that tyre mark from where my front wheel just wouldn't unlock itself. It just seems to stay permanently locked there. It was smoking away the whole way around. So it's doing it again. What on earth is happening with my front brakes? Maybe I have a small brake issue here. You never know. But yeah. Lap 2 of Monaco Grand Prix is probably what I should start off from saying. Yeah, I've kind of lost all my trail of thought after that collision with the Stroll. Yeah, that's really brilliant. I did not expect him to dive down my inside at that corner, I will be honest here. Valtteri Bottas then, he was at the bottom. I believe he is your race leader there. Oh my word. The car there, just ever so sketchy through the final few corners there.
DRS is being
The
enabled
best
this
way
lap.
to
You can
describe
use
it here.
DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
This car is
The DRS
a
zone.
an absolute diva to drive. It's really, really just unpredictable. Well, it's weird, this car. Sometimes it's unpredictable, sometimes it's not. But I guess that makes it an unpredictable car then, doesn't it? Because if you can't predict when it's going to be predictable and it's not, I guess you could say that the car is unpredictable. But yeah, like sometimes the car will just grip up, and then other times I'll just be sliding around the road. I think it is definitely the lower speed corner I just struggle with downwards. And probably falling in another car isn't helping me at the moment. Maybe I need to try and clear Antonio Giovinazzi with, you know, immediate technical. We're catching up, well, we're keeping up with them, and we are catching them, aren't we? But here we go. Starting at lap 4
We're leading our
of the
teammate
Monaco
by
Grand Prix.
2.1
Lance Stroll,
seconds.
25 seconds then behind George Russell here. So, all behind us, sort of thing. 23 seconds behind George Russell. Yeah, all over the back now, Antonio Giovinazzi there. It's just really frustrating. I can't get a move done anywhere. Maybe I'll try it into the new Bell chicane at the end of the tunnel here. I think I'll be our best bet there. So we'll just run into the back of him there. Oh. Or the car even down at the hairpin, it feels like the car's going to snap on me, but no way am I going to spin the car at 30 miles an hour. It just feels, I don't know, around this circuit it feels a little bit odd to drive, but it's weird because it is just the low speed corners, like look, exit Noval, snap there, but then to that, it's perfect. Giovinazzi really getting a bit of a swerve on him as well. He looks to be struggling in the Alfa Romeo. We're just going to have to see though where we end up. At the end of this 20 laps here. My DRS, if that would open, that would be fantastic. I was spamming the button there and it just didn't seem to do anything. If you remember a few years ago, Verstappen had a DRS trouble. I can't remember. I think it was Spain, 2022 I think, Spain. And his DRS would not open. I think we're getting a bit of people up here. Not like I exactly want any. Well, I could do with some of this luck when he gets away with like pushing drivers off the road and stuff on the FIA, because if I could get that kind of luck, then I've been past Giovinazzi a long time ago. We're going to make a pit stop though, lap 7. Sorry, lap 6. It says lap 7 on there. But you know me, we always go a lap early trying to get the undercut here. Yeah, I'm just going to try and move past Antonio Giovinazzi. But I'm just kind of going there to get our first warning then for track limits on lap 5 of this one. That's exactly what we did during qualifying. Just way too much back there. And too much. Word. Bouncing across the curves here. If we get a good exit through this corner here, Anthony knows, I reckon we're going to be able to get a bit of a run on Antonio Giovinazzi through the first corner here. Are we going to be able to?
Gaining on the car in front and try to keep this momentum.
Oh, Antonio Giovinazzi there. Wow. Talk about a sketchy moment. How did we keep that one out of the barriers? But Antonio Giovinazzi though really aggressively chopping across the front of us there. I mean, we had our wheel alongside. I feel that was a bit naughty from Gio. I think we're entitled to a bit more space than that. But you know, we race on. Indeed we do. We always have to race on, because if you can't race on, then you're not going to score any points, are you? Well, I don't think we are going to score any points. There is some magical stroke of luck. We could do with me and Russell staying out on circuit. Everybody else picks. Me and Russell first and second. Boom, safety car comes out. Beautiful, that'd be. Absolutely beautiful. We just need to not like bin. block the track. I mean, I know they're not thinking this game, but a red flag is perfect. I never forget all the time I won a race on F124 in a Sauber due to a red flag coming out and I haven't pitted yet. That was perfect. We need this pit stop to be perfect though if we want to keep on to the back of Antonio Giovinazzi. In hindsight, I should not have done that move in the first corner because now we cannot catch up to them. But hindsight is a fantastic thing. You have to kind of live in the moment in Formula 1.
Go, go, go.
We make a good pit stop there. Another 2.5 second pit stop just like we had in Spain. And oh my word, they're coming out the pit lane. How on earth did we hold on to that one there? We almost drop it and crack the barrier there. But very interesting how this car handles through the low speed corners. I thought at Monaco we were actually going to be okay. To be fair, if we'd have not been exceeded in qualifying, we probably could have been okay. I'm still finding myself locking that front right tyre. So unless I do have a small brake issue or something, kind of unexplainable on what's going on that one. But yeah, I mean so far a much cleaner race than we had here in 2019 on the road to glory. Yeah, just an interesting one, I can't lie. A very interesting one. That is how you take the new Welsh game, ladies and gentlemen. With that amount of pace. Yeah, the car just does not feel too great around this track. I will be honest, I thought this car was going to feel a lot better than it is. But yeah. If we could just walk away from here today with some, you know, ideally ahead of George, that would be great here. My battery's just refusing to switch off here. What's going on? There we go. And it's just burned all my battery down now. So, whatever is going on with this car here, that's not the first time I've had that issue either. The battery, you have to press the battery button multiple times to get it to switch off, and sometimes multiple times to get it to switch on as well. Well, thank God it's not an issue like that on my clutch or something, otherwise we'd be sat on the grid for an extra 5 seconds, revving the hell out of the car, trying to get the clutch down here. Stroll though, slowly but surely in the in the racing point, he is catching up to us. 3 seconds now is the gap between me and Lance Stroll, which is concerning when you think about he's had a front wing change. That's our second track limits warning of the race here. We need to be careful, we're not even at half race distance yet, and one more track limits and it's a 5-second time limit for us. So we need to drive very much within the white lines there. Oh, that's Daniel Kvyat. That is Daniel Kvyat coming out of the pit lane here. Can we come out really close to him? Yes, we can here. Can we mount a move on Daniel Kvyat? I don't think we're going to be able to, because we are out of battery. Because yet again, battery won't switch off. What is doing that? Really odd error we seem to be having in this car right now. Yeah, oh my. The brakes, we've got issues with the brakes. I think we've definitely got issues with the brakes, because first of all we're locking up at about 40 miles an hour, and yeah, through no means should we be doing that. So we've got issues with the brakes. The battery won't switch off. Then we hit the wall going through the tunnel. How did we not pick up damage from that? I don't even know what I was doing. They're probably trying to get this blooming battery to work. Yeah, just kind of drifted off and hit the wall there. Lucky to not get damaged, but around Monaco you do kind of come into contact with the walls. Never really through the tunnel section, and if you do, well, you're on a one-way ticket to the paddock exit, because usually that is race over there. We got very lucky with that one. But still here, a lot of cars yet to pit in this one, so it probably isn't too bad. But lap 10 then, of 20. Monaco Grand Prix here. We're going to run in lean reds for a little while, just get a little bit of fuel up here and see if we can run in a higher rev later on in the Grand Prix. But yeah, all over the back then of Daniel Kvyat there. Oh my word, we get ever so close to the rear of his car. Yeah, I mean, what is happening to us down at Williams here? This career mode so far has been nothing but absolutely shocking, I think is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, really struggling to get up to grips with this car, and I'm just struggling in general with the overall pace. But regardless though, like I said in the Dutch Grand Prix, we've just got to try and do what we can with the machine we have at the minute, obviously. The more race finishes and the results we kind of get in this car, the better the cars will be in the future, obviously. When we upgrade the car, we can upgrade the team, claim and things like that, our claim as well to be able to put upgrades on. But our battery does not seem to be harvesting there. Did we clip the wall again, I think? How are we getting away with this? I'm too busy trying to switch off the battery there. It's just got such a strange issue here. I don't know whether or not it's a glitch with the game or the car, or I don't know what it is, but it's an issue that's going to be hurting us here. As honestly, I think this car would be more drivable if the DRS got stuck open at the moment. You know, I mean, through the tunnel. I think they should have a DRS through the tunnel. I don't know if that's only me, but they should. I mean, we had that stupid 2 pit stop all last year, didn't we? Hopefully these new 2026 rates are going to bring some good luck and some good racing, I would say. I need a magic genie to bring us some good luck, I would say. You know, I feel quite harsh because all I've done is complain about the car so far this career mode, but it's not exactly like I've been the best driver, is it? I mean, I crashed out the first 2 races and then threw it through the stones in Spain last time out, but yeah. So not everyone's pitted yet here. I think we are definitely racing with Danny Fiat. So there. We just need to try and do what we can here. 8 laps to go. And yeah, definitely cars haven't hit again. But we're pulling away from Lance Stroll. I only just realised that. 5 seconds now we got. When we first came out of the pit lane, it was like 3 seconds or something, wasn't it? Despite following Danny Fiat here as well, we're going to have a look at and we're going to break our front wing. Oh my word. Oh my word here. We've got to try and bring the car then back to the pit lane unless it feels drivable. We'll get a bit of a feeler of it this lap here. With 8 laps to go, is it worth bringing it back to the pit lane? Oh, it feels a little bit on edge, but how does it feel for it back? It feels terrible. The car feels terrible there. Oh, we're going to have to bring it back then to the pit lane for a new front wing here. As we're going to take way too much speed into the corner there. We're going to get stuck at Anthony Nose. And it's an absolute disaster. And we're going to have to pull into the pit lane here. Oh my word, what are we doing? Down at Williams, what are we doing here? We're going to put a set of softs on the car, and yeah, a little bit of testing, I guess, again this race.
Complete, go now.
As yeah, tried to go for a move on Danny Fiat, and he put us in the wall on the exit of the Nouvelle chicane. And I am going to say, usually, you know, so far this career mode I've been saying, you know, oh, we could have done something to avoid that, you know, we could have done this, we could have done that. No, that was firmly on Danny Fiat. That was an unacceptable move. He drove us straight into the barriers. And yeah, well, now we've damage limitation, I guess, which I have a feeling this is what this whole series is going to be for the time being until this Williams car gets a little bit more competitive. But yeah, George Russell finally takes to the pit lane then for the Williams team. I wonder where he will come out here. It looks like he will come out in last place, unfortunately. He had a good stint though on those tyres he was on. I can't remember if he was on mediums or on softs, but he had a bloody good stint. I remember that for sure. Yeah, we're just going to try and throw this car now through the corners. All of a sudden, on a set of softs, this car feels really nice to drive. On a set of fresh softs here, this car feels lovely to drive in fact. Oh, where was this pace the whole way through the rest of the race there? As despite pitting, we're only a second down on our fastest lap time. So, you know, the car does feel really nice to drive, and all of a sudden, I've got a lot more confidence to really put this car through the corners here. And we're up by 3 tenths of a second there. Fastest lap then is a 1:13.3. Well, I mean, our fastest lap is a 1:14.6. We're already 4 tenths up on that, so I think a 1:13.3 would be a big ask. But yeah, another race, I think another P20 finish is going to be on the card. At least we are finishing though. Small cars, filter into the pit lane. But yeah, Monaco here, a track where I expect a lot bigger things from than what it looks like we're going to walk away with. But yeah, you know, you can't win them all. We can't win any at the minute. Okay, what is our lap time going to be then? Cool. 3 more tenths and we'll be the fastest lap in that there. Okay, maybe let's try and go for a fastest lap run.
Gap to car in front is 19.2 seconds.
But yeah, lap 15 in this race here. We've got light from wing damage. I don't even know where that's from, to be fair. We've just pitted in and already the car feels undrivable again. I don't know what's going on in this Grand Prix. We're going to go through the Nouvelle chicane there. Oh my word, the car is just not turning again. I don't know where we're damaged from wing from, but it is not good. We might have to put for a new one, to be fair. Again, race. Part of that. Oh my word, big lock up there. Do it up for an one now. We'll just stay out. Oh, we should have been doing something actually. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing in this race here? New set of mediums then for the remaining stint of this Grand Prix. Then when we hit again, oh my word, back end of the car just steps out then into the first corner. There's we are going to hit the wall again there. Oh my goodness me.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
Yeah, Jeff, you're having a laugh, mate. You are having a laugh. I can't make it through the hairpin. It's like driving with 0 and 11 wings. I think a tank has less understeer than this car at the moment. Yeah, you know. I think it has been a terrible race around the Monaco circuit for us, and not one that we should be proud of. There is getting on the throttle again. The car just wants to step out all the time in brake boost. Why is our battery on again? I have no idea what is going on with us in this Grand Prix. We're going to accelerate into the pit lane. We're going to crash into the pit wall. Oh my word. We have crashed into the pit wall here. It's a virtual safety car. What has just happened there? We touched the throttle, the car spins on us there. We hit the wall going into the pit lane. Oh, on our second front wing of the afternoon then. Yeah, no wing left on that. That's just all nose. And yeah, we've been lapped by Mercedes cars. Yeah, we're going to come up the pit lane now. Oh my word. Why are we on softs? I pitted for mediums. Oh, they found another fresh set of softs there. I don't really know where I'm going to be able to let these cars through. Maybe through here, I guess. I don't really know. Oh, this is a terrible race here. I need to save fuel already as well.
There's 3 laps of fuel
Well,
remaining.
at least I can say I've run ahead of a Mercedes and a Ferrari for a little while in this race. You know, at least I can say I've finished behind them. That'll be right, won't it? Yeah, the car just feels really unpredictable again now. I don't know what's going on there for Lewis Hamilton. It's a big slide though, going out of the hairpin there. I might try and re-overtake Hamilton. Might try and lap myself, you never know. I highly doubt that's going to happen before the end of this race here. through the exit there of the Nouvelle chicane. Through the back now. My battery keeps switching itself on. I don't know what is happening, but the battery just keeps turning on. I'm not doing that, by the way, guys. The battery is just switching itself on mid-corner when it feels like it. This is half the problem here. It's doing it again. I don't want the battery on right now. I'm a minute behind George Russell, nearly. You know, and the battery now is just going to be really annoying me for the rest of this race, I can tell. These guys are on the penultimate lap. I'm on lap 18. That is pretty shocking. Yeah, we're going to be all over the backbone of Lewis Hamilton. I wish we were really all over the back of Lewis Hamilton, though. Not just because we've been lapped flying, but yeah, for the second lap in a row, though, Hamilton almost puts it in that barrier. So, wow, yeah, I mean, Russell's almost a lap ahead of us at this point. Like, my word here. And, oh my goodness me, Lewis. What are you doing through there, mate? Why is my battery on again? Why is my battery still on? There we go. It just keeps turning on at random points. In the race here, and we're going to hit the wall again in the Monaco Grand Prix.
If you can live with it, stay out.
And I think we are just going to take this car to the finish now. We've got cars behind us. I don't really know where to let them through. This has been a disaster of a Grand Prix here. We let one Red Bull through. One Red Bull is not close enough yet. Let through by us here. I don't really know where I'm going there. Maybe he's got the car, but we're going to be in the wall of the casino square, and we've broken off our front wing fully again. Oh, we're going to have to. I think we're just going to have to retire the car. Yeah, we're gonna retire from the race, unfortunately. So 3 DNFs then in the first 4 races. An appalling start to us. Why is my AI not just pulling into that escape road there? We decided to go side by side with the McLaren through the low hairpin. Right, okay. Oh my goodness me. My Acclaim is going to hit rock bottom. We crashed the car 4 times in that race. 4 times. Yeah. I will be honest. Where we went away from Spain after finishing P18, bearing in mind. But I went away, I was able to take some positives from that race, you know. I was able to turn around and say, okay, you know, the car feels okay to drive, and, you know, I think we are going to be on the up from here. We've gone into Monaco, and the car is the worst it's felt all season, and it just makes it really unpredictable to drive. I think the contact with Kvyat ruined our race there, but that battery issue was so strange. Yeah.
Let's have a look then at the
That's
driver's
been the Monaco
standings.
Grand
More
Prix,
points for
everybody.
Valtteri Bottas, further
Bottas
solidifying
wins
his
another
lead
race.
at the top of the table. Some amazing talents out
Yeah.
on the track today. But
20th
Anthony, who would you
and
pick as your
19th
driver of
yet again for the Williams duo. So, yeah, terrible race. Terrible race. And somehow my acclaim goes up. The team are loving me. The team are finding any reason they can to keep me in right now. But yeah, guys, that's been then the disastrous Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, I mean, we are hitting rock bottom in this season. Oh my god, we've got a contract negotiation. We're gonna try and. Wait, what is going on here? Auction has begun. Alfa Romeo are trying to sign us. Yep. Wait, we could get some big money here, to be fair. Maybe if we do that. Please say Williams come back with a better offer. Yes, agree to that. Yes. Come on, please, Williams. Williams, please. Yes, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Okay, right. We're not accepting any more offers from Alfa Romeo. Yes. Wait, what? I accept. Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought it said I accepted an offer from Alfa Romeo then for a second. I was going to say, no, I want to stay with Williams. Okay, so I can't do anything right now because I only have 100,000 in perks. But guys, that has been, yeah, the disaster class of a Monaco Grand Prix. I hope you've enjoyed that race a bit more than I did. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Cheers.